So as you have seen the Google car or Waymo car or Uber car, so I think most of participant, I think everybody has seen. So when you see any self-driving car, there is a knob at the top. So usually, like as you can see here, so there is a pictorial way I'm explaining here. So this knob. So what this knob is that it is a lidar, and it can see 360-degree because there is a rotating mechanism is there, so it will rotate very fast in 1 second. It depends on the lidar also, which lidar, which brand is it. But like in general, like in 1 second it used to rotate 10 times, or even 50 times, 60 times also. So it will, that's how it used to collect entire 360-degree information around of their environment. So like that, self-driving car, like this have radar sensor also, video camera, and then central processing unit, ultrasonic sensor. But I usually focus here on LiDAR, what all the application of LiDAR is there, and why we are using. So as I explained, we are like, with the help of LiDAR, we are collecting the depth information. So in the case of self-driving car, why depth information is so much important for us? So let us suppose you are driving your self-driving vehicle and on the road. Okay. So with the help of camera can give what object is in front of your car is. Like, is it pedestrian? What traffic light color is that? What is the lane? All the other informations are surrounding environments. But how far that object is, if there is a human in front of the car, how far is it? Because accordingly we have to set up our self-driving car speed, so that if there is a emergency, or that the car is going to collide, that self-driving vehicle can put the brake. So that information, that's why, is very important for us. And lidar, the sensor which are giving the depth information, but radar also giving the depth information. So why we are not using the radar in like in the case rather than lidar? Because radar is cheaper, and it's like a very commonly available, and lidar in compared to radar is costlier and like very tough to handle the things also. So because both are giving the depth information, I had already explained a little bit about what is the difference, but I will tell again. So radar, first thing, that radar will not give the precise information of depth than lidar. Lidar can give much more better depth information than radar, because there is no like diversion or some transfer of the light, like divergence and all. So apart from that, uh, in the case of like rain or some very dense crowd or something, where the on road the crowd is very or too much, or the traffic is too much, radar cannot give the precise information. So like you are going to hit someone with 1 centimeter of distance, like just you are like overtaking any car, and there was 1 centimeter of gap in between your car and the car which is in front of your car. So radar in that case cannot give the precise information of, okay, what all the like a distance between your car and another car. But lidar can give the precise information. Because of this, like uh, the 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 way like lidar had arranged in the array form. So this is what the way lidar is taking or getting the depth information. And now I will come to the application in the case of self-driving car of lidar only. So lidar, like one application in self-driving car is object detection and classification. So uh, Nowadays LiDAR, whatever, as you can see the first picture, so this is that point cloud. The data comes from LiDAR. We named it point cloud. So why the point cloud? Because like uh, there is a, just as I explained, there is a array in the LiDAR transmitter and receiver. So each array transfer laser pulse and receiver receives each pulse, individual pulse. So we consider each pulse as a point, 1D point. And because there is an array, multiple arrays are there. So each array collecting the individual pulse. So we call it point cloud because it's a combination of points or pulses. So we put the name of the data like which we got in LiDAR is point cloud. So in the with the help of point cloud, we after hitting the object, like the laser pulse hitting the object, it can track the shape, what actually the shape of the object. As you can see here, so here like you can see that after hitting, like my car is there or my laser like source is here. So when it is hitting the car, so it can construct a shape also. Okay, this is the shape, something object is coming forward. So we know the car shape of the car, we know the shape of the buildings, we know the shape of the tree or pedestrian or cyclist. So that's how after training your AI or deep learning model, we can, or even general model is there, we can extract or get the information what object is it. So object detection and classification, we can even classify that car is there or truck is there or pedestrian is there with the help of that point cloud shape information. So that is the one application of LiDAR in self-driving vehicle. Another application is like road environment recognition. So what usually happen, like especially in the case of Indian road where that is not very good condition and there is so many potholes used to be there, which may cause the our self-driving vehicle like some accidents, and it may divert the speeds also. So in with the help of LiDAR, we can scan the road, and if there is any potholes or any barricading is there, we can get the depth information in a different way. Like there is some height in here, as you can see, or there is no potholes here. If there is any pothole, it will, the depth information at that area will be little deeper than normal area. So with the help of LiDAR, we can recognize, we can scan entire road and get the information like potholes, barricading, or any small object which can cause our self-driving vehicle towards the accidents. So to avoid this, we usually do like a LiDAR point cloud processing and get the information of road also. So that is another application in with the help of LiDAR. Now the next application is object localization. So as I told, LiDAR is telling the depth information where actually that object is. So in this picture, so what is this is like there is this picture is collected from a self-driving car. So while test time, so this downside image is from camera and the above one is from LiDAR. Okay, so camera is telling this is car. Okay, there we can see when this there is a car, like 4 or 5 cars are standing, but that car, where actually is it? So where information we usually give a specific name, localization. So localization is where in this and the current environment. So after processing, as you can see, after processing a point cloud with a deep learning algorithms and AI models, we are able to extract the bounding box or put the bounding box for each like object, like this green bounding box at in the LiDAR, that okay, this bounding box is something for car and where it is. So we are getting all the information in the point cloud, okay, which object is there and where it is. So this is the another application of LiDAR in self-driving car. And this is actually a major application. We usually do most of the time like localization with the help of LiDAR, and then fuse with the camera data. So because every sensor is important, as I explained in the previous slide, there is multiple sensors like camera, radar, and LiDAR. What we used to do, we used to collect the information from each and every sensor and fuse it, so that we will get the best information from all the sensors. So like in this case, we had fused camera and LiDAR information and get the object, what object is it in front of your car and how far it is, that information. And latest use of LiDAR in HD mapping. So this HD mapping, the picture is from like a satellite image, but currently people are doing some companies who are working on HD mapping. So what HD mapping is like, you have already given the environment, like I will tell. So like you are driving your car in New Delhi. You want to drive your car in New Delhi. So what some companies are doing, they are already going at those places like that places of in Delhi, and drive their car, collect the LiDAR information. So that's why they used to predefine all the places and location where which object, which like a building is where, and what all the fixed objects are there. They used to predefine everything, and then they train their models. Okay, everything is predefined in that cases, and then after that they used to put their car, or like the car like Tesla or something. So it is like a Google map for you. So Google like map is already defined for you. You have, when you are driving, it will tell which location you are. So the same way, HD map is created by LiDAR by driving their car on road, and then after that collecting that map, and when the any customer is purchasing in that car, so that car already know those environment. So in those environment, can your car can drive. So this kind of application we cannot put like in general, like your car cannot ride to all the places, but some organization like if you are in the IIT campus, so IIT campus have fixed boundary, so you can map everything HD map with the LiDAR, and then after that you make your car, and that your car will ride only in those environment, those roads, and or everything is fixed, so it will follow those predefined scenario. So some people are working, some companies are working on this sector also. So just for improvement of your self-driving car accuracy and object detection classification. Now come to the advantage of LiDAR. So as I told, it is having high accuracy than other existing sensors, fast acquisition and processing. So because of the light pulse it is using, so definitely that acquisition and processing is fast, and weather and light independent. So the most beautiful thing about LiDAR is that it can work in the night also, and because it is an active sensor, and active sensor used to emit their own light, because I explained in the previous slide, there is a emitter. So emitter is like a own source. It didn't depends on like day or night. So it will emit and reflector will receive. So either it is night or day, it will always work. Canopy penetration, like that it can go in the forest region from the top, like the aerial view. If you are collecting, it can go up to depth and then get the information. High data density, so definitely I had told like radar, when I was comparing radar with LiDAR. So because this having array kind of transmitter and receiver system, so it is emitting and receiving multiple like a number of point clouds and receiving back. So it's having very high data density. Cost wise, it is sometimes it is more, sometimes less. So it is advantage also, and there is a disadvantage of the cost also. So depend on the usage where you are putting for your application. So that's and very less like a human intervention required. So that fault, all the advantages are there. And then disadvantage, so high operating cost, because the cost of LiDAR is higher than like other sensors, radar, and much higher. So this is a disadvantage also. And there is a like a disadvantage, like if there is a heavy rain or like the fog. So because we all know there is if you are driving your car, there is a chance, there can be chances of driving your car in the fog or very heavy rain. And this LiDAR, which is emitting the light pulse, can hit. It can hit. I'm not telling it will hit. It can hit the raindrop or the fog, dust, anything, and reflect back. So if it is too heavy, like heavy rain or fog case, so there is a chances of getting reflect of laser beam in the mid itself. It may not hit the actual target. So that is the disadvantages also. And then degraded at a high sunlight, like if directly sun is hitting on the LiDAR receiver. So because the laser pulse is also a kind of light beam, and the light is coming from sun, that is, if it is directly hitting, it may somehow, it not like a very high like issue will create degradation, but somehow it will create the degradation. That is the disadvantage. And definitely the if it cannot penetrate in the water very highly deep, and lack of foliage and vegetation penetration. I mean, it cannot hit like a trunk of the tree or very dense branches and all. And precise alignment must be maintained. So that main difficulty is like assembling the LiDAR, because it's very sensitive device, and little bit jerk even can like create some issue in the sensors and devices. So it's like a very difficult to align the things, and like with the camera and also, so it's a little bit disadvantage. But if you are experienced person with the LiDAR, so there's not much big issue. So the future scope, i I will tell, because I had explained some like a current going on like projects on like self-driving car or the gun, laser gun. But still there are so many scope in the future. So earth science, like observing that atmosphere, and then planetary science, and landing aid, and then dockering aid. So these all are the future scope. But I will tell something more, what all the future scope, if you are checking yourself as an engineer or anything like in the field of engineering. So like currently so many people are working on like a drone, rover, or self-driving car, and they are putting their LiDAR camera and radar sensors. So in that case also you can check your futures, and then check for the opportunities, then career path and job opportunity. So you can go for, because LiDAR is very major part of self-driving car. And because I am working also on this sector and field, so I will suggest you all that if you wanted to go for like self-driving car or any like drone related work, where they are fixing the LiDAR or rover or anything LiDAR related, so there is opportunity in data scientist. So data scientists used to do what like the collecting of point cloud, and then after that getting the depth information, then data labeling. Like data labeling is like you got already your LiDAR point cloud information, and then you are labeling, okay, this point cloud or this field is car, this point cloud related to the car, or this point cloud related to the person or truck or anything. So data labeling we used to when we are training our AI or deep learning model, we there is a every I think if you know that there is a supervised and unsupervised learning in the deep learning A and AI models. So in the case of supervised learning, you need labels. So for that, that what data labeler used to do, it will label what class uh, belong to that specific point cloud, and then we put it in our model to train, and then after training we test in our like some unknown conditions. System designer is like the setup of the like camera, lidar and radar, so that how to set up that lidar, so that also requires some system designer. You can check in that field also. Then software engineer, definitely I had worked on as a software engineer also. So software engineer making those algorithm like object detection, and then after that localization or hd map generation, or anything like in the self-driving car we used to do, like made the software for that and then put and test it. Then after that you can definitely, if you are working on any startup, like I told, some drone rover, or you are making your own self-driving car, something like this, then definitely there is a career opportunity in that sector also. So that's all from my side.